Hello everyone, how are you? Let's get started. Today's Mixed Media Monday and we're gonna focus on this apple tree rice paper with our mini marker set that's got the 3 bunnies, the 1 butterfly, and it does have an Easter egg in it, but we're gonna focus on the bunnies and the butterfly. So let's pull those ones out of the clippy bag and get started. I also have 2 pieces of encyclopedia paper. See how we go. So first things first, I think what I want to come and do is I want to get a paintbrush and my water tub. Oh, this is Mum's paintbrush. Put it over on Mum's desk. Paintbrush and water tub, and then let's get our rice paper torn out. So we're just going to come around very lightly. And there. And now need to keep feathering out our tree. It's okay if 1 or 2 leaves gets kind of trimmed off in the process. There's no such thing as a perfect tree, as I say, no such thing as a perfect flower. Okay, and then let's keep coming around. Go. Get done that way. There we are. Okay. There's that one. And now doesn't look too bad. I think I might sit it here in the center, and what I might do is put like our pieces of mixed media paper all around it. So let me just tear up a few pieces of this mixed media paper. Now I'm not sure, I think I might get away with 1 sheet, but I might need 2. And as you can see, I'm not doing this like very, I'm not attached to the encyclopedia paper. I just kind of want it for the texture of the text. So then let's grab our gel media mat. Oh, it's a new tube. Look at that. We'll peel off the little taggy. And let's put in a bit of that there like so. Come in and rub our gel media mat down. Key thing is that we just want to kind of rub it on. Then we come in and we do some sticking. We're just going to stick these down pretty randomly. and not touching at first. This is so then we can make sure that we get nearly a full coverage. And I'm not too worried if my text is up the right way. If it isn't, oh, just put a bit of glue on top of that one there, because they'll overlap. Being careful of our spine. I am working quite fast just because this is going to dry on me really quickly, as it's a bit hot today. I'm painting, which, don't get me wrong, I do like to paint during the summertime. It means I don't have to wait for anything to dry. It's one of my favourite times of year. Although currently it is autumn, I should note. Just don't really experience the seasons. Okay, that one there wasn't fully stuck down. Now, I don't think I'll need a second sheet of encyclopedia paper because that's pretty good. But I am going to put on 3 dots of gel medium just on top, and we're going to come in and we're going to seal this layer down. And I'm not rubbing just with one finger. I'm rubbing with 3 of my fingers all together. I'm really trying to massage in the gel medium mat to get it into those layers, and just get my encyclopedia paper nice and sealed. Okay, now our next step, let's come and have a look. I do think this will look quite nice, but what I reckon will look really cool is if we come in, we're just gonna get our paint palette over here. Let's get some white on our paint palette. Oh, watched out. And some of this metallic acrylic sky blue, kind of fitting for what we're going to use this for. And then we don't really want a pointed paintbrush. Oh, that's Mum's one as well. Goodness, got multiple of Mum's paintbrushes. I wonder why. Okay, here we go. We want one of these ones here, a flat tip paintbrush. Let's add a bit of water to it. Yeah, I did wash this properly. Yes. Okay, right. Now, grabbing the white paint first and a fair bit of water, we're going to come in and just paint. It's going out. With the white. This is quite rough. Doesn't need to be a perfect coat. We're kind of doing it in a circle-ish. And get a bit of water. And spread that one out fully. I do suggest letting your gel medium mat dry between this layer and encyclopedia paper layer. So then what we're going to come and do is we're going to paint a very wet metallic sky blue border around the edge of our art journal. And hopefully what we can do is we'll blend it into our white for being nice and loose with our strokes. Once again, and you want to keep adding water to the process because it'll help you blend in with the white. Now I've chosen the metallic sky blue because A, it was the blue I kind of wanted, and B, the metallic is nice and transparent, which means I still get to see all that encyclopedia paper we stuck down, and it won't come in and overpower the white. In fact, the white will be the heavier pigment out of the two, which is a bit of a change when using blue, if you think about it. So that there kind of makes the center of our page look radiant. Then look at that. And I'll sit in there. Oh, yes. I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Okay, so what we're going to come and do is let's get a bit of gel medium on the back of our tree. So I'm just going to put my tree over here. I'm going to put a dollop of glue on it. Let's just move our book out of the way. Going to rub it onto the back so we get a nice even coat. It doesn't have to be super thick, but we do want it not to be like thin so then you can't see it. You want to be able to see the gel medium. I am using matte because I prefer matte when I want to stick and kind of let the rice paper take on the pattern underneath, whereas of course I find it lets it sit above. So we're going to use matte so then it seeps into the encyclopedia paper. So let's first get this one here sitting where we want it to be, A, and then B, we're going to pat and rub it down. And before we put on the next layer of glue, what I'm going to come and do is just with a palette knife, I'm going to mark where that seam is. So then our art journal will still fold after this. There we go. And that is all the spine care we need to do. Now let's put a bit of gel medium on top. I think in 3 spots, because it's quite a big tree. Don't know about you, but it is quite a big tree. Ooh, there we go. And let the apples be apples. Make sure you get make sure you get rid of any air bubbles we've got. Nice and simple. And then before we come and add any other details in, we do have some apples left on our rice paper which I want to use. So let's just move our tree out of the way and put these ones down here. Grab out our brush. Let's feather out our apples. So that's apple number 1. Basket full of apples. apple number 2. Just going to kind of build a bit of a scene. This is number 3. Oh, got a chunk out of that apple. That's okay. Oh, and then lucky apple number 5. There we go. And now let's bring our art journal back in. And we're just going to put a little bit of gel medium on our palette. A bit more, I think, actually. Best not to be spongy with the glue when it comes to rice paper. About apples. Okay, and then let's... So the first one, let's do the apple basket. Put some glue on the back. Oh, it's still wet. Excellent. Put a basket full of apples down. Make our sandwich of glue. That's seamless. And then let's put one of our bigger apples at the base of that basket there. There we go. And then let's grab our smaller apples and put it here. And then one of our big apples. And then that one. Oh, this is the apple that's kind of half eaten. We'll put the base of our tree. Make it look like it's blending in there. And then one last little apple. Let's put this one hanging in our tree. I think I might put it here, over top of the one that I accidentally didn't lay down properly. There we go. Okay, so now we've got that there. Let's come in and add a bit of grass, I reckon. Just a little bit. So grabbing out our modeling paste. Where's our palette knife? There it is. I reckon we only need about probably even less than that. That much. New paint pot bit. There we go. I actually lift everyone for a quick second while I do this bit. So then the camera's not so close to the modeling paste. Then we're going to get out our green acrylic paint. This is the dimensional. Just whichever green you like. I'm using the dimensional with the modeling paste because I like this color green, because it will match the leaves once I mix it in with the modeling paste. See? Look at that there. And then we're just going to grab a fair chunk. Just going to put a bit down there and then come in. Let's just make it look a little bit like grass, and then what we might do, scrape a bit of this down here. There we go. And then, oh, we've got a fair bit of green on there. Let's just grab our paintbrush and the blue that we've got left over. We are going to come and add in our butterflies and bunnies, but I kind of want them to be last, I think. Because they're just the cutesy factor. So I'm just doing a little few up and down strokes with my paintbrush. These aren't fancy strokes. They're nice and simple. And it's just about us having fun and building an apple tree. We don't have an apple tree at our house. We have a mandarin tree, which grow huge mandarins, not like the small ones that you see in the shopping centre, which, you know, is kind of good because they're like nearly a full-on snack. Our mandarins, they're massive. Like grapefruit size. Okay. I'm mostly keeping our apple tree untouched. Now we can have some fun with our bunnies and rabbits. So we have 3 types of bunnies in our mini marker set that we've got. And we've got one by butterfly. I know I'm going to do my butterfly in red around, and then my bunnies, I've got a choice between the metallic bronze or this pastel taupe. I actually think the bronze and the red, like the red for the butterfly and this bronzy color for my bunnies, because I reckon they'll stand out just a little bit more. The mini markers are really cute, and I like to use them because they're nice and small. So let's just grab these ones out. I do think I'm going to give this a little bit of a heat, just a small one, before coming in and adding in my little stamps. Just to give it so that I don't lift up any paint. So let's quickly turn that one on and heat it up. Just a little bit. Just to keep fully. At this point, it's like the snack break time where you can go and have a bit of a cuppa, or a loo break, you know, or wash out your paintbrushes that you've already used. Okay, so let's come in. Oh, how cute is he? I'm gonna bring you in nice and close if I can. There we go. It's my red paint. So, making sure I don't have a large dollop on my finger. Just adding him down, and let's come in and stamp. And stamp. look at how, sorry, that's the cat behind me. Look how cute those butterflies are. Oh my gosh. I love a little butterfly. Butterfly, love hearts, and these little paintbrush strokes are like my go-to. Sometimes flowers as well. Like, it depends on the page. And the painting and the project, what I'm creating. Okay. Just a few butterflies. Okay, ready to go. And then I think we just need a few bunnies. Now, which bunny are we going to start with? I think this little bunny on legs, kind of sitting sideways. Because we can do one there. Oh, we can do a little bunny here. Do a little bunny here. And let's do a little bunny up in the tree having some fun. Yeah. And then let's grab out this other bunny, which is sitting the opposite way. So it's like sitting to face that bunny. So we can put one there. There we go. And then let's put one at the base here. Bunny. Bunny. I vote this bunny goes there. What do we think? And then our last bunny, which is sitting the straight on bunny. Let's put one there. One here. Now, how many bunnies is that? That's 4 in the tree, so we do need a 5th one. So we'll put one over there. So that's 5 in the tree. And then we have 1, 2, 3. That's 8 altogether. 10, 12. Okay, we need 1 or 3 more bunnies on the ground. So let's go 1. 2 and 3. Because our eyes like odd numbers. And then let's come in and add a bit of that brown there, and then let's think we need a really small paintbrush. One small nib, and then if we grab just a bit of our bronze and do really small divots. I think this might be our apple tree finished. Righty-o. And then let's lift up a little bit. I think I just had one butterfly that didn't fully stamp well in the middle here, and I just want to fix it up a little bit. Normally I wouldn't, but it's really close to the center, so I want to... There we go. And then I actually don't think it's missing anything. If anything, the only thing that it might be missing is just a little bit of flicking, which we just grab our fan brush, a bit of water on it, a bit of red paint on it, dab it in there, dab it back in the water, and then anywhere where I don't particularly want the red spots, I'll just come in and dab them out. That there looks pretty good. Okay. I don't think it's missing anything. Well, we could put one or two little pieces of ripped encyclopedia on top, but I actually like that. I like it a lot. There is our apple tree orchid. Well, not orchid, it's apple tree. Mixed media page with some cute little bunnies and butterflies. Thank you for coming. This is our first weekly class for this week. We'll be back with more on on Scrapbook Fantasies YouTube channel. This is the only one for my YouTube channel this week. And yeah, thank you for coming, and we hope you have a wonderful day and a great time painting and crafting this one. Thank you for coming, and see you all for my next mixed media class. Bye!